You know, for the longest time, AI video generation felt like something straight out of science fiction, right? Well, that future just got a massive kick into the present. Google's dropping an update that's about to change everything for creators. We're going to dive deep into Veo 3.1, and trust me, this isn't just another cool tech demo. It's a legit game changer.
And this quote from a creator on Reddit, man, it just hits the nail on the head. Think about it. For decades, if you wanted to make something truly epic, you needed a massive budget, you needed studio connections. Basically, you had to be an insider. Well, this technology, it's taken a sledgehammer to that gate. And this number right here, 99%. Let that sink in for a second. We're talking about the potential to create visuals that look like they came straight out of a Hollywood blockbuster, but for about 99% less than what a traditional studio might spend. That massive financial wall that's been blocking so many creative people, it's basically turning into dust.
All right, so let's talk about the Hollywood dream, but in an indie budget. I mean, we've all been there, right? You get this incredible idea for a short film or a video, but then reality hits. How on earth are you supposed to actually make it? That's the gap we're talking about closing. So, how do we close that gap? Well, it's time to meet your new AI director, and its name is Google Veo 3.1. Seriously, think of it less like a piece of software and more like a creative partner sitting right there with you, ready to go.
Okay, so what is this thing really? At its core, it's a model that spits out gorgeous, high-fidelity 1080p video. We're not talking about those blurry, janky AI clips from a year ago. This is stunningly realistic stuff. But the real headline, the part that's blowing everyone's mind, it has native audio. That's right, sound baked right in. Let's get into what that actually means. Okay, let's open up the new Director's Toolkit. What are the actual features that Veo 3.1 puts in your hands? This is where you get to see just how much control you have over telling your story.
I mean, this is huge. Just think, we've basically been living in the silent film era of AI video. Now, we're jumping straight into the talkies. Veo 3.1 can create a full, synchronized audio-visual experience, all from a single text prompt. And this isn't just some generic background noise. We're talking deep integration. You can literally write dialogue into your prompt, and a character will say it with their lips synced up. You can describe a mood, say somber and reflective, and it'll generate a musical score to match that emotion. You want the sound of rain hitting a window pane or the roar of a futuristic engine? Just type it. It's all there in one single generation step.
Okay, let's talk about one of the biggest headaches with AI video up until now: consistency. You know, you generate a cool shot of your hero, then in the next shot, they look like a completely different person. It's so frustrating. Well, Google has a brilliant solution for this called ingredients to video. You basically feed it a few reference images of a character, an object, or a scene, and Veo locks onto it, keeping everything consistent.
And the process couldn't be simpler. Step 1, you upload your reference images, your ingredients. Step 2, you write your detailed prompt describing the action. And step 3, Veo generates a scene that not only does what you asked, but also keeps your character looking exactly the way you want. It's like you're casting an actor for your movie before the cameras even roll. It's amazing. Now, what if you want even more control, like real directorial control? Check this out: first and last frame interpolation. This is a mouthful, but the idea is simple and powerful. Instead of just letting the AI figure it all out from text, you can give it a starting image and an ending image for a shot, and it will create the entire video in between. Think about the possibilities for planned camera moves. The control you get here is just incredible. You give Veo the first frame, you give it the last frame, and it does all the hard work of generating a perfectly smooth transition between the two. Imagine you want a slow pan from a character looking shocked to the alien spaceship hovering outside their window. You can define that shot exactly how you see it in your head. That's real directing. So another big limitation of AI video has been clip length, right? You get these awesome little 10-second snippets, but how do you build a real story with that? Well, say hello to Scene Extension. This feature lets you take a clip you just generated and, well, just extend it. It seamlessly adds on to the end, letting you build out longer, more complex narratives. And how much can you extend it? How about 20 times? Yeah, you heard that right, 20. You can take a short clip and stretch it out to over a minute long. Now, we're not just talking about cool shots anymore. We're talking about building entire scenes with developing action. This is huge. But wait, there's more. The control doesn't stop once the clip is generated. Google is building new editing tools right into its creative platform. flow. You can actually go into a scene and insert a new object or character, and the AI will automatically figure out how the lighting and shadows should work. And get this, soon you'll be able to remove stuff you don't want, and the AI will just intelligently repaint the background. This means you don't have to start from scratch every time you want to make a change.
Okay, so the big question on everyone's mind, VO versus the competition. How does VO 3.1 stack up against the other giant in the room, OpenAI's Sora? Let's break down how these two titans are tackling AI video from different angles. And really, it all comes down to their core philosophies. If you look at VO 3.1, it's all about cinematic storytelling. It's built for narrative, for flow, for emotion. On the other hand, OpenAI's Sora 2 is absolutely obsessed with photorealistic physics. It's trying to create a perfect simulation of our world. So what does that actually look like in practice? Well, with VO, thanks to scene extension, you can create videos that are a minute long or even more, piecing together multiple shots. With Sora, you're generally looking at around 20 seconds. VO gives you that multi-shot scene control, while Sora is focused on generating one single perfect scene. So you can see the split. VO is the tool for the cinematic storyteller, while Sora is the tool for the photoreal simulator. All right, so you're probably wondering, how can I get my hands on this? Well, Google is rolling VO out across its entire ecosystem. If you're a casual user, it'll be in the paid plans for the Gemini app. If you're a developer, you can use the API. For big companies, it's available through Vertex AI. And for all the filmmakers and creators out there, the dedicated tool is going to be Flow. And now the million-dollar question, or hopefully not so million-dollar question, what does it cost? Now, keep in mind, these are unofficial estimates, but the industry buzz puts an 8-second clip somewhere between $1.20 and maybe $3. For this level of quality, that is unbelievably accessible. We're talking pennies on the dollar compared to traditional production. So, it's your turn to direct. Seriously. All those barriers we talked about, they're crumbling. That director's chair is no longer reserved for a select few. And what this all means is we're moving from a place of creative frustration to having a powerful AI co-director right at our fingertips. This isn't about replacing artists, it's about empowering them. Veo handles the heavy technical lifting, so you can pour all your energy into what really matters, the story. And that's a sentiment echoed right from the top. Jessica Lagos, a senior product manager over at Google DeepMind, put it perfectly. We're opening up new possibilities for richer, more powerful storytelling. That's the whole point. So, let's wrap this up. The tools are finally here. The cost is dropping through the floor. The only thing left in the equation is your imagination. So I have to leave you with this question. If you had a Hollywood studio sitting on your laptop, what story would you tell?